And during the practice, you may find that you want to use a blanket. We get to frog. You can put one under your knee or do something else with it. Okay. All right. I'm going to pause this. Welcome. You made it to your mat. You're taking this next 60 minutes as time for yourself. And I know you have to rearrange your life to be here, right? There's a zillion other things commanding your attention. Congratulations for making you your attention. Take a deep breath in. Let it go. The next 60 minutes, we will focus on hips and hamstrings. We are going to begin on our backs like we did last week, but you weren't here, but that's okay. Come to lying on your back. Take the strap, unspool the strap, and place the strap. Extend your right leg up to the ceiling. Place the strap across the toe ball mound of your right foot. Yes, give yourself some space. Slide your blocks out of the way. Okay, extend your left leg long if you want, if that feels okay. Take the strap in your right hand. So you got both pieces of the strap in your right hand. Good. Kick up into the strap, yes, as you pull on the strap. Slight bend in your right knee, just like in all of the rest of our asana poses. Your goal is muscle energy. Be here, breathing in and out. It's very simple, but hips are very slow. And I will come around and I'll place a sandbag on your left thigh as an extra guide to weigh down your left thigh. Is that okay? Yeah, anything, the sandbag, if you don't like the way that it feels, take it off. If you would like it someplace else, place it someplace else. Okay, got it. Now that you're here, weighted down, take 6 long breaths as you kick up into the strap, as you pull down on the strap. Good. Big inhales and big exhales, slow and steady. When you get to your 6th exhale, take the strap in your left hand. Both straps in your left hand, good. And from here, you're still kicking up into the strap, except now you're going to dial your right toes towards your left shoulder till you feel that in your right outer hip. Yeah, and if this is okay, and maybe you want a little more, you can take your toe a little bit more towards your head, so you'd be kicking more towards the wall up above you. Listen to your hip. Listen to your right leg. And the more you dial your toe towards your left shoulder, the more you feel it in your outer thigh. Breathe. From here, 6 slow and steady breaths. Good. When you get to your 6th exhale, Nicole, you have to negotiate with the wall. You're going to open your right leg out to the right. You'll just scoot yourself off your mat so that you could open your right leg out to the right. I should have thought about that before we started. So take your right leg all the way out to the right. Once you've fixed your 6th breath, keep kicking into the strap. If you could put your foot on the wall, great. Put your foot on the wall and kick into the wall. Yeah, extend your left leg out long. Maybe you need to readjust your sandbag if it wants to crawl. It's just gently holding your left leg down. 6 breaths. Good. Slow and steady breathing. This practice tonight is intentionally very slow, very deliberate. When you get to your 6th exhale, you'll take your right leg all the way across your body, which will cause the sandbag to land on the floor, which is okay. Take your right leg all the way across your body. Shift the strap into your left hand. Yeah. Press your shoulders down onto the mat. Let your whole upper torso and back body be heavy. 6 breaths. Kicking into the strap, pulling on the strap. Allow for this practice to be slow and deliberate. Simply breathing in, simply breathing out. Keep counting your breath. When you get to your 6th exhale, you'll bring your right leg back up towards the ceiling. You'll lift your left leg up towards the ceiling, and you'll switch the strap to your left foot. Slow and deliberate. And kick up into the strap. Pull down on the strap. And I'll come around and I'll switch the sandbag to your left thigh, your left hip. Move whatever's in the way, get it out of the way. We'll be here for a moment before we start counting our breath. Okay, from here, 6 breaths. When you get to your 6th exhale, this is where you shift the strap into your right hand, pointing your left toes towards your right shoulder. Maybe you pull on the strap a little bit to bring your toes a little closer to the wall up above your head. It all depends upon what you're feeling in your left leg, your left thigh. 6 breaths. Good breath. when you reach your 6th exhale, you'll open your left leg all the way out to the left, shifting the strap into your left hand. Kick into the strap, pull on the strap. Let your torso, your shoulders be heavy. Let this be intentional and deliberate and slow. Six breaths. Good. Now let go all of the stuff from today with each exhale. After your 6th exhale, you'll take your left leg all the way across your body, sliding the sandbag onto the ground, negotiating with the wall. Shift the strap into your right hand. And then create heaviness in your shoulders. As you come into this twist, press your shoulder blades down. If you can kick the wall, kick the wall. 6 breaths. Good. Biggest inhales. Biggest exhales. When you've reached your 6th breath, bring your left leg up to the ceiling. Release the strap. Extend your left leg down and long. 2 breaths right here. Downward facing dog. I know y'all are like, what? Downward facing dog. Now that you're in your downward facing dog, take a 3-legged dog, take some hip circles, take some knee circles, take what would feel good after all of that leg stretching, quad and glute activity. And take the next 3 breaths to get equal. And then come into downward facing dog. Low lunge, right foot forward. Yeah, bring your back knee down. Back knee down. Shift your hips forward to take a really big bend in your right knee. And from here, lift the front of your pelvis. Feel this on your front left quad. Take 2 breaths. One more. Let it go. Downward facing dog. We'll be back here. Low lunge, left foot forward. First time here, be gentle. Be gentle with your quad, your hips, your pelvis. 2 breaths. Good. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, lizard. For this first lizard, take 2 blocks, place them under your hands at any height. any height, and experiment. Do you want your back knee lifted? Do you want your back knee lowered? Listen to your hips and thighs and do what feels good and is somewhat near your edge. And only you know what that is from moment to moment. 5 breaths. Fidget, wiggle, do it. This is your practice. Good. Listening to your body. When you've reached your 5th breath, downward facing dog. And you'll switch sides. Other side, new lizard. First lizard tonight on this side. Take the blocks. Maybe you want the same height. Maybe you want the same setup. Tune in to what's happening in your body and take 5 breaths while you listen to it. Good. If you want movement, get it. You want to lower your back knee, do it. When you've reached your 5th breath out, downward facing dog. Big inhale, big exhale. Yeah, do that again. Step your right foot forward, lizard, with your hands on your mat. Hands on your mat, chin out of your chest. 3 breaths. Make them slow, but still only 3. After your 3rd breath, down dog to lizard on the other side, hands on your mat. Come into your lizard on your hands. 3 slow breaths. After your 3rd exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, lizard. Take your forearms down to your mat or your blocks. Chin out of your chest. Yeah, if your back knee is lowered, press the top of your back foot into the floor to activate your quad. Good. Chin out of your chest. Find some movement here if that would feel good. 3 slow breaths. Good. Listening to you, your breath. As you complete your round of breathing, you will switch sides according to your breath. And then you'll switch sides. Lizard on your forearms, left foot forward. Chin out of your chest, and notice how you feel that in your hip when you lengthen your spine. Get your 3 slow breaths. and then come into your downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward into lizard, and you choose how you want your hands, your forearms, how you want your upper torso to be. Right foot forward, lizard. And from here, I invite you to open up to the knife's edge of your right foot, so that you can see the sole of your right foot. Lower your pelvis. You'll feel this more in your left quad. As you open up your right thigh, your right knee, you can decide if you would like to place a hand on your thigh to gently guide your thigh open and away as you work into your hips. This is your practice. Yes, this is your practice. 6 slow breaths right here to explore whatever it is that's coming up, whatever you're feeling. If you need to move, move. If you want to stay, stay. If you want to come out and come back, do that. This is your practice. When you've completed your round of breath, take downward facing dog, a hip circle and knee circle. All right, listening to you. And then take lizard, left foot forward. And on this side to side, open up your foot. Palm to your left thigh, guiding your left thigh away as you lean back. Shifting your hips forward, side to side. Listen. Good. 6 breaths. When you've completed your round of breath, take downward facing dog. And then our last round of lizard, right foot forward. Here, now that we've been here a few times, if you would like to reach back and grab your back foot or place a strap around your back foot. If you wanted to come into King Pigeon Prep or Mermaid. Your foot becomes closer if you bring your butt towards your heel. So lift your hips up away from the mat and then reach back and grab your foot. Come onto the meaty edge of your left knee. Yes. Now kick into the strap and pull on the strap. 5 breaths. Does that feel good? Do you want a strap, Nicole? Okay. I'm here for you. Do you want a strap, Cloud? Okay. Keep counting your breath. When you get to 5, release your strap. Down dog. 3-legged dog. Take any movements that feel good as you transition from pose to pose. Good. Hips are slow. And then take lizard, left foot forward. Knowing where you just were, getting yourself ready. The other side, it will feel completely different. Good. Yeah, move your hips around. Feel whatever it is you can feel. 5 slow breaths. Deep breathing. Good. On purpose. Listening to your body. When you complete your round of breath, come into downward facing dog, move around. Good. And then come down to a seat and take seated figure 4 to start. So you'll come to a seat, place the sole of your left foot on the ground so that your knee is bent. Take your right shin up and across your left thigh. Yes. Press foot into the floor. Flex your left foot a lot. Place your hands back behind your hips. And you will feel this in your hip flexors as you press your breastbone to where the wall meets the ceiling. Yeah. Extend your left leg a little bit more. Good. No? Listen to your body. I'm just starting. Okay. Breathe. Feel this in your hips. Feel it wherever you feel it. 4 breaths. We're going to get there. Not there, but we're going to get there. We're going to get to rock the baby later. Where it feels like you landed on your keys. Yeah. Yeah. Breathe in and breathe out. When you get to your 4th breath, switch the stack, switch your leg that's on top. Four breaths. Good. Make your way onto your back. We're going to transition from seated figure 4 to what I call rock the baby. I don't know if that's what it's actually called. But come to lie on your back. And take your right knee into your chest. Right knee into your chest. Okay. From here, it's like you're going to hug your shin. You're going to take the sole of your right foot into the crook of your left arm. And then you can take your right arm around your right knee. Maybe you interlace fingers, maybe you interlace hands, maybe you just hold. Flex your right foot a lot. If you would like, take the sole of your left foot to the ground or extend your left leg long, whatever feels good whatever feels tolerable here. 5 breaths. Press your shoulders down to the floor. Can you soften your upper torso and back as you breathe into this sensation? 2 more breaths. Another. Switch the shin that's in the crook of your arm. Switch sides. Make your upper body heavy. Deep breathing. And if you, Sarah, if you take your right knee in towards center line, you'll feel this more. If you don't want to feel it more, I'm just saying. Just saying. Invitation. That's all. Deep breathing. When you've completed your round of breath here, take happy baby. Really taking your feet wide, pressing your back body down. And then come into frog. You can take half frog or full frog. You can use the blanket under both knees. Extend it out long. There's plenty of space in here once we negotiate with our neighbors. You want to take frog at the wall, that's absolutely doable too. But we're going to be here for a while. Like a frog. Like a frog. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. So, here, let me open this bad boy like that. And if we bring it like this, and then you take your knees here, you'll be able to use gravity to spread one knee on one side of the hump, the other knee on the other side of the hump, flex your feet a lot. Do you want me to help you with your blanket like that? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we'll open this up long ways like that, and then you gather it up in the middle so that one knee's here and one knee's there. If you want more, you fold up the edges. You can take your knee here, double it up, and flex your feet a lot. And then maybe you want blocks under your torso, under your chest. You've got all different kinds of height to support your upper body. Lift the front of your pelvis, Sarah. And this is maybe where you want some blocks so that you can get into your hips without having to flatten your whole torso down. Okay. Froggers at the wall. Press your feet into the wall and traction your heels down towards the baseboards so you're activating your hamstrings. Okay? If you get caught up in thinking, come back to your feet pressing on the wall, tractioning down. Our regular froggers. Can you take your heels a little bit? Yep, like that. Notice your groins. I know there's a lot going on right here. Breathe in and breathe out. Let me start our timer. 3 minutes. I know, frog slow, whether you're at the wall or not. But if you want to move, move. Like if you want to come out, come out. I'm just putting in a time placeholder related to nothing other than time. Deep breathing. Regular froggers, if you can press the inside arch of your foot, the toe bone, and the side of your heel into the floor. Gently lifting the front of your pelvis to come into your groins after you've been here for a few breaths. Slow breathing, on purpose breathing. Good. 2 more minutes, which is like 20 breaths. So begin your breath count. 20 breaths in and out. Fifteen breaths. Froggers at the wall, action in your feet, action in the backs of your legs. Good. Ten more breaths. Five breaths. When you get to your 5th breath out, slowly come out of frog. Come to a seat on your mat. And we'll take a wide-legged straddle forward fold. You can face forward, face to the side. There's plenty of space. You choose. Seated, wide fold. Again, hips. We usually do the seated single leg extension. Take your legs wide. Fold forward. You can stack the blocks if you want to place your forehead on the blocks. Support your head so that you can get into focusing on your hips. Big breath. From here, 5 breaths. When you've reached your 5th exhale, transition to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward for a low lunge. Transitioning to half splits. You can place the blocks into your hands to bring the earth closer to you. Good. You can take the blocks with you back under your hands to walk your hips back over your back ankle. If you would like some support under your right thigh, you can place a block underneath your right thigh when you come back to half splits. dig your heel into the ground, your front heel into the ground. If you'd like that under your left quad. Explore here. Yeah, keep your left toes tucked. Left toes tucked, standing on your, or you can untucked. Knee down. And now bring your hips back. Hands under the blocks. Yeah, good. Good. Chin out of your chest. Lift your shoulders up over your hips. Yeah, shoulders up over your hips. Flex your right foot. Okay, take a breath. Let it go. Switch sides. Come through downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Low lunge. Right knee down. And then take the blocks into your hands. Yeah, walk your hands back towards your hips. Flex your left foot. And then do you want to block under your left thigh? Four breaths. Good. When you're complete, come into downward facing dog, hip circles, knee circles, ankle circles, whatever would feel good. And then come down to a seat for seated butterfly pose. So you're going to come to your bottom on the ground. Your knees are going to be wide, the soles of your feet together. You can put blocks underneath your thighs or blocks stacked in front of your feet for you to put your head on. Create action in the soles of your feet. Press them together. And create you deep breathing. If you would like to lean forward, do that. If you would like to sit upright, do that. 5 breaths. Slow and steady. When you're complete with your breathing, come to lie on your back into reclined butterfly. And here you can decide, do you want blocks to support your thighs? Do you want to place blocks on your, I don't know what that's called, the inner part of your knee/thigh to weight your legs down with the blocks? Do you want to block on both sides, Rebecca? Okay. Yeah, if you want to weigh down your legs with the blocks, do that. Five breaths. Breathe in for 5. Out for 6. When you've completed your breath, half happy baby. Choose either foot. We'll get both sides. Half happy baby. Extend your other foot out long. Grab the pinky toe edge foot, yes. And from here, you can place your other hand on your thigh/hip flexor to give yourself a tactile reminder to weigh that hip down. Kick into your hand as you pull on your foot with your hand. Big breath. 3 more. Switch sides when you're complete. Five breaths. When you're complete with your round of breathing, release your half happy baby. And I'll come around with a weighted eye pillow. You'd like to transition to your final resting pose, and you would like to place an eye pillow across your eyes. Take your final rest. Take a big breath in. Let it go. And as you lie here post-practice, do a full body scan, beginning at the top of your head, to your eyes, ears, nose, jaw, neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingers, arms, shoulders, chest, torso, hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, feet, and toes. Toes, feet, ankles, shins, knees, thighs, hips, torso, chest, arms, forearms, hands, fingers, hands, forearms, arms, shoulders, neck, jaw, ears, nose, eyes, top of your head. take a deep breath in. Let it go. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, take a whole body stretch. Gently roll to your favorite side. And then slowly come up to a simple seat at the top of your mat. Take your hands together at your heart center. Sit tall. We'll seal this evening's practice with the sound of one Om. Bring your thumb knuckles to your forehead center. Let's take a collective breath in. Together we bow and let it go. I see you. Thank you. Thank you for coming to your mat, for doing this practice. Take your time. Glad to have you all here. Layers, baby steps. Keep coming back to lizard, taking a little further. Come back, take a little further. Take your time.